everyone, it is I King Mike X here with another Dragalia video. I'm back, I have my laptop back, so I'm going to be talking about something that more so it's a speculation video involving certain characters. So if you remember back during this month, they talked about Draconic essences and talked about how there's going to be a new thing with them. We recently just got, or 2 days ago, we got Serpent, Silent, Long, Gilgamesh, and Nyarlathotep added, and we had these ones to begin with. So I'm going to be talking about something that people many speculated that Draconic essences can be used for, which is a second skill, which was dynamite at one point about a dragon second skill, and that's what people are thinking about. So I'm going to throw my hat in to explain what I think their second skill could be for each dragon. And or at least we'll see with each one of them. We're hoping I'm only gonna go over the dragons that you could summon for whether they're in Galvaners or not. So let's go on to this. So for all these strength dragons, they need an attacking move that can either be either a strong attacking move and an attacking move that also inflicts a status ailment, or a status punishing move, especially especially kind of with Cupid, because Cupid only has the HP healing move, so it would be good for that. Affliction punishers. I feel like they need a second move that they already have like some type of move that inflicts a status ailment, so I feel like the second skill they can have is a strong attacking move that also deals damage to a punishing move. For skill damage, I feel like they need a strong attacking move as well. All of them. Another strong one, kind of same thing with strength 60, with the strength plus 60% dragons, because all their moves do damage, but also inflict a status, but also buff the skill damage. Well, they buff the skill damage for the use of these three, and Shinobi just does energizes the team. Now, I'm kind of going to go through these real quick. The HP and strength dragons. I feel like if anything, they should either have like a move that either heals, buffs the HP, or a defense buff or something. Something that keeps something involving their HP. That keeps their HP high, kind of, or something. Crit damage. All three of them need, Nemes needs an attacking move that, for Nemes, I feel like he needs an attacking move that has a high crit rate. These two need moves need buffs that can do crit damage, that can increase crit rate. For these three, the Prime Strength Dragons, I feel like they need a buff skill that increases strength or something. These two, they both need healing moves, because she has a lifesteal move that works for the user, and she has an attack. They both do damage to their skills, and hers is a defense buff. For these two, they need like either they can do a life shield and HP. Either they could do a life shield, an element, either give a life shield, a defense buff, or like a one-use shield, or a defense shield, anything, essentially, that increases defense. Something to increase their defensive capabilities. Now let's move on to the special dragons. The Nyarlathotep needs some type of move that keeps a healing type, either a healing type move or something, or I don't know, it could be anything, or something to keep that HP 30 above. Now with Chthonius, he needs like something like Nemes' skill. It doesn't have to be a healing, but something that increases the increases the amount of time spent in dragon form, as well as gives like shapeshift prep, essentially fills up the shapeshift bar. Fatalis just needs a strength attacking move. I don't really care about him. I don't think maybe a strength attacking move. It could be anything, or something, or possibility something that would cleanse the curse that happens at the ending shapeshift. But I don't know. I don't think that would work. That would kind of forgo the whole ending shapeshift of like how you don't shapeshift with him. Andromeda, I want to actually, because it's a very interesting case. The thing that I would say that could definitely see her getting a boost, especially in the case of Belina, like Belina, Valentine's Addis, Natalie and Veronica is have her second skill be some type of skill that gives you a life shield but brings you down to 1 HP. And with that defense buff thing, she would become so beneficial, especially because characters like those four that I mentioned, um, they have like the thing where their moves get stronger that when they get to low HP, when the lower the HP their skills get stronger the lower HP they get. But the but there are five in Shadow that are like this, where the skills increase. I mean, Curran also has that thing where he wants to be at low HP, but he doesn't have like the whole. But his skills don't increase when he's at low HP. The lower HP he goes. He just had the only reason why you want him is because of he has he has like a last strength because he has like a boost when he gets to low HP from his chain co-op and one of his regular abilities. So I would like to see, but for the other four, um, the only one that has like a way to get to 1 HP consistently is Arjun, and Arjun's weak. So I feel like in this case, Andromeda they need to have like something, and in the case of though it wouldn't work for Belina, that's the one issue. Unless the other unless they have like a secondary ability where it will appear on Belina's no matter what. Like give her this the other three it's fine, but like okay, Belina's the only thing that is an issue. So like I feel like if they do like let's just say if Belina goes into shapeshift prep or something, or better yet, how about they could do? Here's how they can also do it. The only other way I could see them doing it is either they do like a shape, or what if it's like either they can do that or they can make it like the only way I would see that working for Belina is with its like say if I was going to the only thing I could say about is how it would work is if it's either the only way I could see it working is if they either have it where either they have it where it's like a screen wide thing, where it's like a whole entire screen thing, or they're just having it, or it's either they make it where, for in the case of Belina, like if they say they have a unique shapeshift, this skill will activate automatically when they shapeshift, or if like for like in the case of Belina, they will automatically get this when they shape. Like this thing will activate when they shapeshift. If they have like unique shapeshifts in the case of those two, or if it's like entire or if it's like my bad, if it's a proximity thing, where anyone close to you can also receive this. Because that's the case, that could be really good. That could be her thing, because then that would mean that you have like multiple ways to deal with it, and people can literally get the life shield. So that's how I see it working. But the life shield will go to the whole team no matter what. But the whole losing HP, like where the life shield builds up depending on how many people are close to it. So the more people are built, the more life shield you have, and if that's the case, that would be really kind of a really good thing. Kind of be busted though. Might be busted. Well, no, because you would have to heal up, but you don't want to heal up, so yeah, we'll have to see with that one. For light, Takemi Kazuchi, something that does more damage when they're in overdrive Punisher, and when the enemy's in overdrive mode, or that instantly puts them into overdrive mode. With Pop Star Summon, I feel like she needs to have this strength thing. She needs like some type of an attacking skill, attacking skill, something that does pretty strong damage, because she's, as a dragon, she's not that great. The only she doesn't do, in terms of like, you do want to get out of her dragon form kind of quickly after you get off her second skill, after you get the skill off the second time, because she doesn't do much damage. So yeah, it's much better to have. She needs an attacking move so she can benefit. Um, in the case of Daikokuten, some type of buff move, something, or an attacking move. It could go either way, because skill 1 is an attacking buff move. These two, with AC011 Garden, I feel like he needs some type of something like Victor, where a defense buff like either a defense buff or something that gives off, and a buff that increases immunity to knockbacks to work with his skill. It work with his ability, the Dominus Ring Part 2. For Ariel, or maybe another divergency, like it could even be a divergency or something. It has to be like, it's something, or like an ordinary sheet thing. It could be anything. With Ariel, she needs like something that, like a buff of some kind of like because like now I'm actually going to go back and talk about because okay, with these ones I kind of skipped over the HP and skill haste dragons. So I'm going to include Ariel in this. Ariel needs like, it already has an attacking move, so she needs like some type of buffing move. Now going back to the skill haste dragons, Howie Maritimus and Freya need some type of buffing move with I would say it needs a buffing move per se. They can have a healing move if they want, but I feel like I want to see like more of another buffing move, because the healing is fine. These two need healing moves though, because they don't have them. He, as his is an attacking move that inflicts poison and also gives allies poison Punisher, and Tishan Gugzu has the basically Shinobi skill, which is an attacking move that energizes the whole team. These two have healing skills that also buff, where hers is a healing and has a regen that is the best dragon with the regen, but also energizes the team, and Howie Maritimus has a healing skill that also puts down a buff zone that lasts for 10 seconds that increases where any adventures inside of inside of that zone do extra damage, do 30%, have an increase their skill damage is increased by 30% inside the buff zone. So I feel like these two they could go either way with a healing move or another buff move. Ariel needs a buff move, and these two need healing moves. Now moving on to water. For Dragon Yuuzhan needs a crit damage, a move that has like a high crit damage, or a crit damage buff move with her critical rate buff, to go with her critical rate buff. Kind of the opposite of these three, where I said they need a high crit rate, where they needed these two need a crit rate buff move, and this one needs and enemies need an attacking move that also has a high crit rate. She needs Dragon Yuuzhan needs crit damage to be beneficial. Now, when it comes to Simurgh, she has an attacking move that does healing. She needs another healing move. She's basically in the same boat as Garuda over here, but the difference is that hers is better. Simurgh is better because Garuda's only does damage and heals, and is basically a lifesteal, while Simurgh's does damage and then heals the whole teammates but it's a set amount of recovery potency. It's not like a lifesteal, like Garuda's. Now with Gavney and Krene, GNC, the bunnies, they need an attacking move. They had the whole skill recharge, but I think they need an attacking move, because the main thing is a person that increases that fills up the amount of skill gauge, and basically if you stand in it the whole entire time, increases the skill gauge for all your moves, and if you stand in it the whole time, it will completely max out your skill, maxes out the skill gauge for you. Um, at least at least when you have it max on bound, have got GNC max on bound. Now going on to these two. So so I feel like with him he needs a buff move, something um that buffs like something that increases like either a force strike move that increases something like, okay, here's what I'm thinking. It could be an attacking move, but for him, for Drake Rathalos, he needs a move that increases to make for certain users to make it really useful. A move that increases the charge rate of force strike. Um, I have no idea. I'm gonna skip over him for now because I'm gonna go over to the other dragons that have been released since then. So we have Styx and Summicon Hanasakia. So Styx has this thing. I feel like Styx needs. Here's what I think Styx needs. I think he needs, if you want to make him useful because he sucks right now, give him a move that maxes out your skill dim. Give him a move where, give him an ability that maxes out his, that not only extends that not only, here's what I think they need to do. They need to have it. Here's what they need to do. With him, make it a move that lasts longer. Here's what I think they need to do. So with Styx, here's what they need to. Here's the issue with him. They need to give him a move. Here's what I think they should need to do. They give him a move that maxes out that gives him one Ice Spirit stack, but also maxes out this to 200%. But also make sure that this move doesn't use up the whole thing. Uses up the 200% increase. That's what I think. That way you can make him useful, because right now he sucks. Now moving on. Now, moving on to Sona Kona Hanasakiya, I have no idea what they could do with her. Okay, the only thing I could see them doing is an attacking move. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, an attacking move. For Sona Kona Hanasakiya. Now, moving on to the Cower Dragons. We have Galamars, who has the strength buff. If I had to say what he can also do, either an attacking move or something of like a skill damage buff. Another attacking move that could be a skill damage buff, it could be a skill damage buff that also is an attacking move. That could be another thing. Or, no, just a regular attacking move that can also buff up something, or fills up the skill, or if you want to make them really good, yeah, do something that makes it so like they use their skills are, because they already have this ending skill shapeshift, so maybe like a skill damage increase, or maybe something like a dragon boost that increases the dragon gauge. So there's that. That's all I can think of right now. I can't really think of Gal Catch Teeth. I can easily think of it. The second skill needs to be like another thing that either gives more, gives more this skill for trickery. That's what I think it is. A skill that gives more the skill for trickery, or increases attack rate. That's what I'm thinking. But that's kind of now. If I was to go with the other stuff, I can't really say much. Okay, if I was to go with story, Brunhilde needs another attacking move. Like, all these need attacking moves. Mercury needs a healing. Midgar and Jupiter need some type of HP. The thing I said for the HP dragons. For event welfare, Barbados needs something that does like gets them down to low HP. Something similar to Andromeda. Mini Zodi is like just give it. Heck, make him even better because he already has an insanely strong attacking move. HP healing move. Raphados, same thing. HP, a really strong HP healing move is defense, but same thing with the HP dragons. Like get them like a strong buff. Abisu needs a group heal to be useful because to make him a little bit more useful and have him as like a good substitute if you don't have Asses out. Parallel Zodiac needs a crit rate boosting move, whether it's an attacking move or a buff. Mini mid, same thing as I said with Mini Zodi, are really good, and the rest of the HP strength dragons. Erasmus needs another strength move, another fire move that maybe burns the target. Yulong, same thing, poison for him for wind. Phantom needs a poison move. Pangnai needs a healing move. Shisamai. Yeah, you know what? An attacking move that has a crit rate. Attacking move that can, attacking move that has a crit. Either an attacking move that has a high crit rate or an attacking move that also fills up Shisamai. Thing. Maritimus. Healing move or whatever. Same thing with the HP dragons. Sylvia needs a healing move, and Payday needs just another attacking move. If I was to say like Holly Silky, because that's about it that I'm gonna say for 5 stars. For High Dragons, I've got these ones. What is that? Yeah, there's just the Gold Fafnir. If I had to say for Gold Fafnir, something to increase the rupee intake, or like an attacking move, who knows. High Dragons, something that fills up the dragon gauge, essentially. That's what I'm thinking about. Yeah, something that fills up the dragon gauge or a healing move. Or something like either something that's similar to the HP dragons, or they can have a dragon gate, like something that, but it can also have or combine them like something either like a buff that increases like defense or HP and also increases the dragon shapeshift, or a healing move that also increases shapeshift, anything, essentially at this point. And also could increase the shapeshift time, something that could be similar to Nemi's skill. But kind of been rapping on for a little bit, I know, but that's kind of what I'm speculating for these dragons. I'm looking forward to seeing what else it's gonna be a tough one, but I'm looking forward to it. We're also getting we're probably getting a new Gala banner at the end of this month, and it's most likely going to be, even though it seems out of order, they're giving us Thor, which makes me think, like, I'm wondering is Taurus going to be hard? Because, okay, here's the thing. In terms of high dragons, the easiest ones to do are the easiest high dragons to beat, if I had to go off from what I know of, are, of course, it's from what I know of, some of the easiest one of the easiest high dragons to defeat is actually at least when it comes to expert and master is High Zodiac. Because High Zodiac, like, okay, many people don't think so at first. Many people might say Shadow and other stuff, or it might be like High Jupiter, but here's the thing. The reason why I'm saying they're the easiest is because of how he works, especially him. Okay, you can take a put in High Mercury, but you need like specific team. You need one of two specific like teams to make it to cheese it, which is either all purple or all Fjorm for Brunhilde. Um, you could kind of say the same for High Midgard, but not really. He could still give you some trouble. But the two easiest ones that I know of are Mercury and Zodiac, and the main reason why, for Expert and Hot and Master, and the main reason why is because they may have one or two moves that are tricky to deal with, but the majority of the moves are easy to. The thing is like they're his move, they're slow and the move, so they have like they're easy to read. So it's like it's hard. Besides like certain specific moves with me with Mercury, the hardest move I have is when she summons the hardest move to deal with, in my opinion, is when she does the water things, because it's like the water cycle and things that she summons, because she summons more specifically in Master, because she summons one and then she summons a whole bunch of them and you have to get to a certain area depending on how many you see, and I most of the time end up getting hit by that because for some reason in my character I can't roll fast enough or something. And with Zodiac, it's okay. The dashes I used to be a problem, but I can deal with it. They can still sometimes trip me up, but the main issue would be is when one of the big issues is when he summons the long stretch thing, because like he doesn't have any, mostly because it's like you have to have a dragon to spit it, otherwise you're gonna die. So it could be kind of easy to deal with, or unless you like break him, unless you break him before he activates it. Um, there's so many big issues, but it's just hard to say with this. So we'll see how it goes. Um, I'm hoping Styx gets like an update. If anything, if they do something with him, he needs a major update that makes him more useful, because he's like one of the worst water dragons right now. Someone kind of had to like. The main issue with him is that like if his was like a permanent buff, like if they made him more like someone kind of Hanasaki, because someone kind of Hanasaki has like the same thing, but the difference is hers takes 60 seconds, but hers is permanent, and her skill one in kind of gives that one, and she starts off with one. So yeah, they need something to give, because it takes a full minute to get up to 200%, and that's you not using any attacking skills. That's a big no. I mean, it works for like you could kind of say it works for Eugene and what's her name, Catherine, I think it is. Let me make sure. Yeah, yeah, it's Catherine. But there's some issues with it. So all I'm gonna say is right now is that I'm looking forward to what we're gonna see with this. I know this was kind of a long video, but I hope you liked it. Anyway, without further ado, that's gonna be it for this video. If you liked it, please click the like button and leave a comment down below. Also, if you haven't already, click the subscribe. Please subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell so you can get updates on when all my videos get uploaded. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.